Now, let's see how we can upload files to the server. So uploading files can be very useful because you can use it to literally upload anything you want. So you can upload any PHP script that you want. PHP scripts can be used to do anything. You can use it to gain a reverse shell. You can use it to execute commands on the server. You can use it to connect to the database and browse through the files. And you can even use it to exploit local vulnerabilities such as buffer overflows and code execution. So the possibilities are endless, really. One thing to note is that now when I check my privileges, so if I do who am I to check the current user, you'll see that I'm the www data. And the current website is running under that user. So basically, I can do anything I want on this website because I am the owner of this website at the moment. In a lot of the cases, depending on how you gained your access to the website, your privileges might be nobody. So when you do your who am I, instead of getting www data, you'll be nobody. And when you're nobody, you can't upload anywhere you want. You can only upload to directories that has 777 permissions. So to directories that basically allow anybody to upload to them. So if you do ls la, you can see that we have all of our files. And you can see that all of them are owned by www data, which is me. So this is the parent directory, and this is the current directory. And these are just normal directories and files in the current working directory. And you can see that all of them are owned by me. Therefore, I can upload anywhere. But what we're going to do in this lecture, we're going to pretend that we can't upload anywhere. We're going to pretend that I am nobody. And if I wanted to upload something while being nobody, we have to upload it to a place where everybody is allowed to upload files. And that place should have a 777 permissions. So these are the permissions here. And what they look like is they should look like this. So there should be no minuses in it, and it'll basically mean that everybody can do anything. They can read, write, and execute. So we can see from the directories here, now the directories start with a D in the permission. So we can see that from the directories here, we have nothing with 777 permissions. So we actually have to look around. I'm sorry, I clicked Control C there, so I'm just going to go back and connect back to Weebly. So again, we're going to do pwd, and we're in var www.dvwa. And where I want to go is, we can see an interesting directory here called Hackable. So let's go in it and then see what's in there. So we're going to go into Hackable using cd command. And then again, we're going to do lsl. And again, there's nothing really interesting here. So let's go back. And we're going to navigate back again. And if we list here, you'll see that we are in the root directory and we can navigate to different websites now. And if you notice, we have a directory called dev here. Now, this directory doesn't belong to us. It actually belongs to the root user. So it doesn't belong to www data, which is us. But we can actually upload stuff here. Why? Because it has the permissions that allow everybody to upload. So it has 777 permissions, which look like this. So we're going to navigate into that place. cd dev. We're going to list to see if there is anything already there. And we can see that there is no files whatsoever there. So we're going to upload our file. And we're going to use a function called file upload. We're going to do the -h like usual. And you can see that the way you use this function is you type in file upload first. You can use the -f to force overwrite, to overwrite the file if it exists already. You can specify the file content. And you can specify the vector. And again, the vector is the method of how the file is going to be uploaded. And I'm going to keep this the default, so I'm not going to use the minus vector. And then you give the local path. So where the file is stored on your current computer, on our Kali machine, followed by the remote path. So where do you want the file to be stored on the target server? So the file that I want to upload is located in my root. So if we go to the file manager, you'll see that I have the file in the root, and it's just called test.txt. It's actually a shell, but it's just called test.txt. So we'll try to upload that. So our local directory is going to be root test.txt. And we want to upload that to the remote path of the current path. So if you want to specify the current place, the current working directory where you are, you just have to put a dot followed by a /. So this is where we want to upload it. And then we have to give it a name. So I'm going to call it shell or test shell uploaded.txt. Just a name so we know that the file has been uploaded correctly. So again, the command is very simple. It's file upload. You specify where the file is stored on your current machine, and mine is stored in root, and it's called test.txt. And then you specify where you want to upload it. And I'm going to upload it to the current working directory. That's why I have a dot /, and then followed by the name that I want to call it. So I'm going to call it test shell uploaded.txt. I'm going to hit enter. And you can see that it's giving us a true statement, which means that the file has been uploaded. If we do an ls, you'll see that the file has been uploaded to this particular directory. So now we can go to our web browser, and we uploaded the file to a directory called dav, and then we called it test shell uploaded.txt. And as you can see now, we can see the file has been uploaded, and this is the actual content of the file. It's an encrypted shell, so it has been uploaded perfectly or correctly. And again, we uploaded it to a directory that doesn't belong to us, but the main idea is the directory has to have 777 permissions, and that way, even if you have a nobody, even if you are nobody, you can upload to that directory. If the directories have your permissions, like the www data here, all these directories, we can upload to them regardless of the permissions they have, because we are www data. So what I showed you here is just an example of how you would upload files if you had nobody permissions.